Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Janae, and today I'm pretty much going to be talking to you guys about my pregnancy, like my story, pretty much as a whole. Please bear with me, like my allergies are going crazy. I'm sorry if I sound like a little bit like a man, but let's pretty much just jump right into this video. So I found out that I was pregnant 2 days after graduation. Like, I wasn't really thinking anything of it until like later on, because I missed my period for, like, I would say, like, roughly about, like, 2 months. Like, I was thinking it was stress, finals, graduation, prom, senior week, everything. I just wanted to make sure everything was all set and I was good and everything was pretty much good. So yeah, that happened. So I'm just like studying, I'm doing everything I need to do. And I missed my period. And I was like, oh, probably missed it because, again, of stress. So I didn't think anything of it. Another month goes, my period has yet to come. And again, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, it's stress because I'm just like stressing myself. I'm overthinking about everything that's going on pretty much. And yeah. And then what else happened? And then I'm laying in bed with my boyfriend, and I'm like, babe, my period hasn't come yet. So he was like, do you think? I was like, I don't think so, but it doesn't hurt to check. Went to the store, got a pregnancy test, peed on the first one. I was like, nah, because it says it takes a couple of minutes for it to turn positive. But as soon as I peed on the stick, it was just like that. It was clear as day, pregnant. And I was like, nah. So I took 2 more. So I took a total of like 3 pregnancy tests, and they all came out positive. I was like, you've got to be shitting me. Because in my head, I was like, okay, these are faulty. These are fake ones, whatever it may be. But no, I was actually pregnant. I went back to the room, and I was like, pregnant. And he just looked at me. He's like, oh shit, pretty much that's what happened. And yeah, so I would say like a few weeks after, I set an appointment at Planned Parenthood to make sure that I was okay, that my baby was okay, that I was actually pregnant before I was like bobbing to like the few people that I told. Because I never posted any pictures of my pregnancy. I didn't tell anybody I was pregnant. I didn't put anything on social media because I didn't feel like it was anybody's business. So I went to Planned Parenthood, and they gave me a test. They're like, oh, yep, you're pregnant. And I was 3 months along when I found out. I was like, are you serious? Like, yeah, I'm serious. Like, you're 3 months along. So what do you want to do? I was like, I want to keep my baby, obviously. He woke up. Hold on. Sorry about that. He woke up. He was taking a nap. Where did I leave off? I think I was off. Whatever. What we want to do is to keep the baby. Whatever. So throughout the summer, I did everything in my power to hide my stomach because I still get to tell my mom. I did everything in my power to hide my stomach. I wore baggy shirts. I didn't wear tight dresses. Like, it would be hot as shit, and I would just have a baggy ass sweater on because I didn't want her to know, because I was scared to tell her, because I was scared of what was really gonna happen. Like, she'd kick me out. Like, there's 1,001 things running through my mind, and I just didn't know what she was gonna do, pretty much. So it's September. Like, yeah, it's September. You know, I'm getting further along. My belly's getting bigger, and it's getting quite harder to hide it from everybody. And I have a physical, because, like, you know, whatever. I have a physical, and they're like, oh, when's the last time you got your period? And I was like, oh, April. And they're like, are you pregnant? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, well, we have to do a bunch of different whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, did you tell your mom yet? I was like, no. Like, oh, well, you have to tell her, or we're going to tell her. I'm like, you can't do that. Like, I'm 18. I was 18 at the time. Like, I'm 18, so you don't have the right to do that. And they were just kind of just like, whatever. And so that happened. So they were like, you pretty much have to tell her, like, ASAP. And I'm just like, I don't want to. But I knew I had to, because there's could be only so much time that I could hide my stomach from her, that I could hide the fact that I'm pregnant from her. And that's what it really was. You okay? And yeah, I would say 2 weeks before my birthday, I wrote her like a 3-4 page letter, like just wrote. And I put it in her car, and I was like, please open when you get to work. I was shitting bricks. Do you understand? Like, I was really scared. Like, I was just really, really scared because I did not know how she was going to react. Like, that's like how it was. So she went to, like, I woke up before her because I was just like, I barely slept that night because I was really shitting bricks. I was really scared. I put the note, I think she saw the note. She ended up going to work. On her lunch break, she ended up coming back home. And she went around my room and she was like, hey, can we talk? You come into the kitchen. And I was like, shit, she's gonna tell me she would kick me out. She told me to pack my bags and leave. And yeah, so that happened. And I went to the living room and she's like, why didn't you tell me? She's like, I asked you before, but how come you didn't tell me? And she did ask me before. I was like, during the summer, and I threw up. And she's like, are you pregnant? And I was like, oh no, Mom, I'm not pregnant. I just had a bad whatever. I had a bad meal. I had a bad whatever. And she's like, okay. Like, she knew I was pregnant before I even told her, because like all moms know. And that's what happened. So yeah, she's like, why don't you tell me? I was like, I was really scared that you were gonna kick me out. I was scared that something bad was gonna happen and whatever it may be. And she was like, okay, well, this is what we gotta do now. She's like, how far along are you? I was like, probably, I was like 5 months along. She's like, all right, well, you haven't had an ultrasound, but I was taking prenatal vitamins. So you haven't had an ultrasound, we make sure this baby's okay. There's only one in there, or whatever it may be. So I set up my first ultrasound. You can hear I'm talking in the back right now. I had my first ultrasound appointment, and they're like, oh, they're like, do you want to know what the gender is? I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm really good. Like, I didn't want to know. And like, all right, well, the baby's healthy, the baby's growing big, so on and so forth. She's like, you're healthy, so pretty much keep doing what you're doing. Just don't do anything stupid. And I was like, obviously. Later on that week, I ended up having my gender reveal. And I invited a very select few people because, again, I didn't want people to know that I was pregnant. Because like, I had nothing to hide. I just didn't find it that it was anybody else's business except for whoever's it may be. Like, I didn't tell people I was pregnant until like probably like a few weeks after I told my mom, because I was like, it's nobody's business. And I told like 2 of my friends, and that was it. And yeah, later on that week I had a gender reveal. Later on that week I had my gender reveal, and a few of my family members are there, a few of my friends are there, my boyfriend's there, everybody's there. And we popped the balloon, ended up having a boy. So that's what happened. We popped the balloon, ended up having it. We found out we're having a boy, and like, I don't even know like how to speak right now because my head doesn't want to work. And yeah, so fast forward a few more months. My head doesn't want to work. Fast forward a few months, and he's watching TV. And that's pretty much like nothing crazy. Like, fast forward a few months, like we had a gender reveal in October. November came, nothing really happened in November. December came, that's when we had our baby shower. And like, my mom went out of her way to help me. My aunts went out of their way to help me. Like, I had like a lot of help and like support from my family, and I'm like forever grateful for that, because like they didn't have to do that, but they did. And like, they're the realest. Like, they're the realest on my team, pretty much. And yeah, what else happened? January came, and I was a week, when I went into labor, I went to labor a week before my due date. But I really wasn't scared because it was a week left. I was 39 weeks along. So I was like, but it's whatever. Like, I got 39 weeks. He's fully grown at this point. So it's okay. But my labor and delivery story will be a whole different video, because I got some, not tea to spill, but I got some tea to spill pretty much, because that was horrible. Like, my labor and delivery story was, I can say, horrible. Like, the hospital was horrible. Like, it was just trash. But again, that's a different video for another day. But yeah, pretty much, he came a week before his due date. He came out 7 pounds, 2 ounces, 19 inches long. He was a little tiny little thing, and I was like, my baby, I love him. And now he's about to be 4 months, breaking my whole heart. Hold on. sorry, he's about to be 4 months in a in a week. He's about to be 4 months in a week. Well, it might be later on in the week, because when I post this video. But he's about to be 4 months in a week, and yeah, he's getting big, doing all this extra stuff. But I can say my pregnancy overall was a pretty good pregnancy. I would say my pregnancy was pretty good. My boyfriend was there through it all. Like, me and him are still together. My mom helped me out a shit ton. Like, sorry about that. She didn't need to help me out, but she did. Do you want to come up? Do you want my attention? Is that what it is? But yeah, I can't speak. But yeah, overall, that was my pregnancy summed up into like a little video. If you guys want more, I can go like into detail and into depth if you really want me to. But yeah, please subscribe down below. I really would appreciate it. And please follow all my social media. That'll also be in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching and taking the time out of your day. If you like what you see, again, subscribe, and there will be a lot more videos. Yes, my love. There'll be a lot more videos. And yeah, thank you.